Welcome back to Injustice, final part, which, since we technically already defeated Brainiac, you know what that means. Obligatory Batman v Superman fight in. Dude, there's a very major artery that goes through your thigh like that. You're probably going to kill Arthur like that.
I'm tired of fighting you, Arthur.
Well, that's brutal. Yeah. That was not surprising in the slightest.
Batman knew they'd double-cross him. We have to move.
Batman knows everything, because he's Batman. Wow, that's a very bad-looking city.
All you have to do is drop him, dude.
What do you think he's going to do?
Ow.
So be it.
You do realize my cake can glide!
Yeah, it's like he can glide.
You haven't played much Arkham Asylum, have you? Woo.
I'm fine.
So, yeah. So that
Stop.
was a mild inconvenience.
Well, you could take him up into space. That could work.
Well, you know, it does slightly make some sense that Black Adam wouldn't know that, because I don't think Black Adam and Batman interact much.
You always find it weird that we fight in front of the same movie theater.
That somehow is always fixing a sign in rapid time.
You know, we should just stop and go see Hidden Crimes.
Oh, hidden crimes. Like the ones that killed my parents!
Actually, yeah, I think
Okay.
this movie theater might be the one that Bruce's parents
Monarch?
died at.
Well, hold on.
If
It
it's
has
the
it
Monarch,
had
yeah.
a name. We just have to move more to the left so that we could see it. No, it's Empire.
Empire, yeah.
Oh, well.
It's not perpetually showing Zorro, so it can't be the one's parents died at.
Yeah.
Was that consistent between all the worlds, or?
Nah.
Well, what, the movie they were watching?
Yeah.
It was Zorro, yeah.
It's almost always Zorro, pretty much.
Yeah.
If it was ever not Zorro, it's because of copyright reasons, because he's not technically a public domain figure. So
Yeah, it wasn't Zorro in the Dark Knight trilogy.
it was like
It was
the
a
opera
play,
or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, going to see a Zorro movie makes a little bit more sense, because near a movie theater would be a more fitting place for there to be a guy who would mug someone, as opposed to like near the opera, which would probably be, granted, like Gotham's still shit, but the less shitty parts of Gotham. You know.
I don't know. If someone was specifically waiting for someone rich to rob, they'd probably pick an opera house.
Ah, Arkham Knight all over again!
Jeez.
Do you ever
That
think
was-
he ever hops into the Batmobile like that and then just realizes, oh shit, I'm out of gas?
Well,
I've
Or he
heard.
lands on the seat backwards.
well, you mean, how would it drive up all cool like if it was out of gas?
Well, like, that's the very last of the gas. Like, it
Yeah,
just
used
kind of
to
sputters.
it was on fumes.
Oh, is he getting his fucking Batman versus Superman suit?
Well, it's Kryptonite one, yeah.
It's not the Batman versus Superman suit. It's not even entirely the Dark Knight Returns suit. This one's a lot sleeker.
It doesn't look as stupid, I'll give you that.
No, that helmet's fucking stupid.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's less stupid than the one in Batman versus Superman. It's
Well, the one in Batman versus Superman is based
his
on the
Dark
one
Knight.
in Dark Knight Returns, and that one's deliberately made to look like a clunker. Because, you know, Bruce Wayne is not exactly, you know, making...
He's not planning on winning, quote-unquote, that fight.
Well, he's not making high science anymore. He's an old guy who's on the rise again, and his resources are kind of strained.
wait. So why is Kara teamed up with Superman?
No, they're fighting each other.
Yeah.
Off screen while we have a fight with Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna try and squeeze in one more fight before the Batman v Superman.
Theoretically, this suit shouldn't do anything to protect him from Wonder Woman if it's designed
No.
for Superman.
Well, if it's designed for Superman, it's designed to take heavy hits, isn't it?
I thought it was
I
more
get-
the fact that it like had Krypton.
Well, the
Krypton
kryptonite would be one thing, but if Superman punches a hole in it, kryptonite won't help.
Well, if it's made out of kryptonite, wouldn't he be unable to punch a hole in it?
Like the whole point of Batman having a special suit to fight Superman with is because it's supposed to make up for the difference between them. Now, the extent to which that is believable varies depending on which version of Superman you're thinking of, but
Yeah. And the thing about kryptonite with Superman is that it's not the rock itself, it's the radiation it emits.
Yes.
So Superman just being close to it would incapacitate him. It's not a matter of whether or not he could punch through it. I'm pretty sure he could, but
Like, if he was close enough to it to punch, he'd be weak
Although,
enough that it wouldn't
the-
happen.
yeah, it probably
this
wouldn't happen,
concept
yeah.
of a kryptonite suit kind of mirrors Lex Luthor in an unfortunate way.
Yeah, it also, I believe, was at least one interpretation, because Lex Luthor had a kryptonite ring on him just in case. And at least one iteration that gave him cancer. So
That was
Yeah.
that was the animated universe.
yeah. So if Batman was wearing this for a significant amount of time, he'd be pretty fucked up.
No, the thing in the animated universe is that Luthor kept it on him for years on end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Simply being around kryptonite for a few hours won't do anything to you.
Like, even if you were, like, covered head to toe in it, though, is also... And, like, it would probably have to
Yeah.
be pretty high strength, too, if you're intending to literally punch the shit out of Superman with it, though. Like, I'm
But
not
even-
saying it would
it-
instantly make him, like, vomit, but I'm saying, like, if he was using that for more than just, like, a couple of days, I think it would probably wear its toll.
Yeah, but he's not. When you're fighting Superman, you're not fighting for a couple of days.
I don't know, he's Batman, he can prepare for anything.
Just like Bane.
Bane is the new Batman. Bane is the Dark Souls of Batman.
Guess we both knew it would end this way. Do you remember
Alright.
you told me Lois
Why does Batman's chin have teeth?
Because he's Batman.
was a good memory?
That helmet is so stupid.
Yes, it is.
I miss the people we were then. Me too.
Ow.
I miss it more.
No, I miss it more.
Here's a bigger question. Superman, why do you need to take down Batman? It's not like he can stop you from taking over the world. He didn't manage to last time.
I like how the Batman music starts and the fight starts by Superman kicking the shit out of you. Who gets beat up by Clark?
Yeah, this seems to be a pretty one-sided fight so far, Batman.
Superman!
God, do you have that music on blast at all times?
Yep. It's his superpower. It's what makes him invincible.
No, I was more talking about Superman talking to Batman.
Oh. Oh.
No, but you lucked out. This combo doesn't
Ow.
do any more damage to you because you were at the
Yeah.
end of one health bar. Which
Yep.
honestly, which again, I think is kind of BS, but whatever.
So, what are we playing? Kick beat or something?
Man, this new version of Just Dance is kind of brutal. They're asking you to grab the opponents by the chin and slap them in the jaw. And I don't think I can do half of this shit as a fat ass.
Yeah, well, you're not Batman, so.
You just do a okay, now you're just being petty, you dick.
Now I'm just imagining an Arkham game where they implemented a musical rhythm game, Mother 3 style, into the combat. Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes in fighting games, like, someone uppercuts and then someone does a charging punch underneath them, and it's like, oh god. I just remembered this is a video game. That was so wonky.
And tackle. That's it.
Didn't even get the ultimate attack animation.
Yep. And I win because I'm Batman.
So is this just the good ending then?
Yeah. Well, quote unquote good.
Oh god.
Well, quote unquote good in that half of the quote unquote heroes are still bad, Superman is still a dick, and a lot of stuff still got destroyed because of Brainiac, so.
Yay? We win?
All's well that ends well, right?
Oh yeah, Brainiac's still on his ship and could wake up at any moment and continue doing bad stuff.
Yeah.
He'll be out for a while. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm pretty sure one of the other heroes took care of that. I mean, wasn't Firestorm on the ship?
Sure.
Along with Swamp Thing?
Oh yeah, Swamp Thing's gonna do so much help.
hey, Swampy, you think Brainiac's metal body would make good fertilizer? Maybe you should help us test that. We just need to grind it down a little, you understand?
Without my powers, the Phantom Zone can't hold me. I'll be back.
Injustice 3!
Wait, Superman. Why are you saying the Phantom Zone can't hold you without your powers?
I wish
Zod has your powers, and he can't escape the Phantom Zone.
Hell, in the New 52, the Phantom Zone was being used to hold fucking Doomsday.
Okay, I hope that they do something. When they make the eventual Injustice 3, I hope that they don't keep with this regime timeline, because I'm so sick of evil Superman. Like, what if Superman was actually a dickwad? Oh man, you're so creative. No one has ever thought about what would happen if Superman undercut his morality for even 5 minutes.
Isn't that the entire point of General Zod?
Yeah, like there's there's a Marvel character named Hyperion, which is basically Superman, and he's like the end justifies the means kind of character, and he's just as tired there as Superman is in here, because it's just like, okay, the point of Superman is that he is actually that good, and exploring what would happen if like he took a darker turn is interesting, sure, but it's been done so many times that it's just kind of like, okay.
To be honest, and this is more of a broader thing in pop culture, but everyone is so quick to praise a deconstruction in fiction that I feel a lot of the time they skip over the question of whether a deconstruction is really worth it in an individual case or not. And it's like, I don't really think it is in Superman's case, not at this point in time.
Not at this point in time, because one of the things that I've kind of talked about to a few other comic book fans is, well, and also just people in general, mostly somewhat older people, in terms of like our parents' age, is that, oh, well, normal Superman, the whole big blue Boy Scout, oh, that's so boring, and he's so good, and there's nothing interesting happening, so you try to do something like this, or Man of Steel, to make him a more flawed character. It's like, well, that's not Superman. It's like, well, kind of what do you want, then?
You could have him... Here's the thing. I say that you can make him interesting. You can make him interesting without making him flawed. Okay? So this is something that I've been thinking about a lot, because people like Captain America, and Captain America, honestly, like aside from some like writing things and like something like Civil War, for instance, where like they just kind of have
Hail Hydra.
Well, okay, we're not going to talk about that. But like, Captain America is an interesting character because he deals with a lot of insecurities. Like, that doesn't necessarily mean he has to be a douchebag in terms of a flaw, but really all you have to do to make Superman interesting is have him deal with like what the stress of being Superman does to him.
And that's why All-Star Superman works so well.
Now, I've read at least a little bit of that, and it's actually very interesting. But you don't have to, like, again, like, the thought experiment of what if Superman, like, not even were evil, but just, like, were more ruthless. Like, that's interesting to do, but it's also been done. But you can make Superman, quote-unquote, not boring or not just a goody-goody without having to make him, like, literally take over the world, It's about balance. Really is the thing.
To me, Superman works best as an ideal.
Yeah.
Which was his original purpose to begin with. Go on, John.
That's fine. Live on as a symbol of what you can achieve in life.
You can
when you bring him down to our level, you remove that super part of the man. And I just don't think it's as interesting.
Here's the thing, though. You can...
Yes, please.
Exactly like this. This is perfect timing.
You can challenge an ideal without debunking the ideal. In fact, sometimes challenging the ideal, presenting it with a counterpoint to overcome, makes it stronger.
I miss Christopher Reeve.
That's the whole point of Batman, even. Like, Batman sort of, to some extent, does challenge Superman's ideal, where it's just like, Superman's like, anybody can be this good, and Batman's like, no, not really. That's why I'm here. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a long, drawn-out conversation that could go on forever if we had the time. Unfortunately, we don't. Part's over.
See you in Injustice 3 whenever that gets announced. Well, we continue this conversation.
Yeah.
Injustice 3 children. children among
Well,
us.
maybe they'll do something interesting with their heroes that'll give us something else to talk about to this.
Please
effect.
don't be Regime's universe. I'm so sick of these characters.
Yeah,
Well,
basically.
I don't know. With two distinct endings, it feels like they really wanted to give you a conclusion that, well, one way or the other, tied the knot on that particular storyline.
Hopefully, but we'll see in about 4 years or so, I guess.
Probably.
3-4 years tops, yeah, most likely.
After Mortal Kombat 11.